Welcome back to the next move with Valetax. My name is Innocent Rayo, market analyst and trading content specialist here at Valetax. On this week's market outlook, we're going to be doing a quick recap of the trade ideas that were shared last week, and we then go into this week's trade idea. On last week's trade idea, we shared analysis on USDJPY and the XAUUSD, and this was how they played out. On the XAUUSD, we had the trade idea expecting the prices would break above the previous all-time high and continue to soar higher. Right now, we see XAUUSD reaching for the 5,000 level as speculated in previous videos. The trade idea shared on the USDJPY speculated that prices would retest the 157.500 levels as a possible support area to continue the buys to the upside. We did in fact see that the buys started on the USDJPY before the monetary policy by the Bank of Japan brought in that huge volatility on Friday, and would finally start to see some sort of bearish change with that huge imbalance candle that moved prices and changed the direction on the 4-hourly time frame for the USDJPY. Moving on for this week, we're going to be sharing trade ideas on the XAUUSD and the USDJPY as well. And this is what we're expecting for the week. On the XAUUSD, we see prices currently just a few pips away from the 5,000 hallmark. We're expecting to see that the XAUUSD creates a new all-time high at the 5,000 level and possibly even higher to the 5,100. And at that level, we're going to start to speculate some sort of changes or a reversal from that point, considering the fact that the 5,000 level has been a psychological level and fundamentally spoken about by a lot of banks, investors, and even firms. And for the USDJPY, with that huge impulsive move that came into the market on Friday last week, just right after the policy statement by the Bank of Japan, we see that huge daily candle trying to signal a possible shift in momentum to the bears, but unless we finally see a break below the 154.400 levels and a full candle break below those levels before we can then start to identify that we have now a good bearish shift for the USDJPY. So prices may still remain bullish unless we break those levels. And when we do break those levels, we expect to see a quick retracement back into supply to revalidate the strength of the bears to stay bearish on the USDJPY. The trade idea on the USDJPY this week will be a possible continuation of the sells until we break the 154.400 levels, or any sign of bullish momentum or price action could send the USDJPY back being bullish. With that being said, we know technical analysis are only a footprint of the market, but the real movements of the market comes from the fundamentals and high impact news that could be affecting or influencing the direction of these pairs. For this week, here's some high impact news to pay attention to. With the FOMC coming on Wednesday, unemployment claims on Thursday, and the core PPI on Friday this week. The summary for this week's trade idea is a continuation of the buy sides for the XAUUSD with hopes for a possible correction at the psychological level of 5,000 if warranted by price action and liquidity in the market. For the USDJPY, we expect to see a continuation of the sells unless being proven wrong by price action to continue bullish, facing the overall trend of the market. Remember, this is not a trading signal but only a trade idea with no guarantee for success. Remember to always do your own research and apply risk management where possible. And until next time, I'll see you on the next move with Valetax. Remember to trade carefully.